Iconic, totally iconic. Finland this year brings nostalgia, an iconic rock band that has sold 5 million records worldwide. I'm referring obviously to the Rasmus. Hola, hola, Coca-Cola. According to me, Finland never gets what it deserves at Eurovision. It has been vilified so many times, despite having an outstanding music market and a very appealing language. However, last year they were iconic again, sending what they know the best, what they control the best. Rock music. And with Blind Channel, they caused a big surprise in Rotterdam, getting a creditable 6th place. And it is when they approach rock when they tend to be most successful. Like when they won, you remember? Well, this year they get the complexes out of the way completely, and they are sending a very nostalgic, super vibey song, pop rock song called Jezebel. It really brings me back to 2003, to my teenagerhood, and In the Shadows is an anthem that will transcend generations, at least for millennials like me. So today let's review some curiosities of their career for people who need some nostalgia today and for people who don't know them, because there must be some people who don't know the Rasmus. Where have you been all these years? But there are. And the band was created way back before In the Shadows in 1994. But I didn't know that. And the original lineup consisting by 4 members. Okay, now my Finnish moment. Lauri Ilonen, Eero Heikkonen, Pauli Rantasalmi, and Jarno Lahti. And they are this kind of band that met back in high school. But the band has been changing their members. And the last one to join is Aki Hakala. And they started like many performing at the high school Christmas party. And it was 1995 when they released the first EP called First. With quite a typical songs, I must say, like for example the song Frog. And the music style at the beginning wasn't pop rock at all. It gravitated towards funk. And the first official album was released in 1996 and it was called Peep. And the success spread like wildfire across many countries of Europe. Some curiosities that maybe you don't know, they experimented with new religious material that was never released. And initially they were just called Rasmus. But there were several artists with the same name, like for example a Swedish DJ or a British singer. So in the year 2000 they decided to add the Rasmus in order not to get any confusion. And it was also in the year 2000 when they decided to embrace the pop rock genre. In my life, at the beginning they gravitated towards funk. They had a more funk style. But later they teamed up with Swedish producers Martin Hannen and Mikael Nord and told them, boys, you want international fame? You have to adapt to the market. Because this is not the 90s anymore. And they have released a total of 9 studio albums and 20 videos. The biggest hits, now I'm gonna start reading. The nostalgic In the Shadows from 2003 that everybody knows. Another hit, for example, Heartbreaker or Days. And also Falling, No Fear, Living in a World Without You. These are some of the hits. But another time I'll dive into the career because there is a lot of music that I don't know about them, so I would like to discover it and make like a top. And already in 2022, this year I'm recording the video. I know, maybe you're watching this video from the future, 2050. But we are in the year 2022 and they're gonna participate in Eurovision with the song Jezebel. They tried their luck in the national final of Finland called Uuden musiikin kilpailu with the song that will represent Finland this year, that is Jezebel. And it has this nostalgic feel to it. To me it sounds a lot like the Rasmus. But do you think the notoriety is gonna transcend Do you think it's gonna make them win the festival this year? Well, they have a lot of competition, but last year they proved that if they send pop rock, they can really be successful. But not only Finland sends something much their own, France mixes Celtic roots with electronic sounds. And here is a video that proves it.
Watch it.